This is FIBA Podcast. Thank you for joining us in our morning daily devotion.
The psalm we are meditating on today is Psalm 42 verses 1 to 5. Specifically looking at verse 1 to 3, the first thing we can see here is the panting and the longing. A comparison of the panting of a deer for flowing streams to the soul longing for God is made. The longing to satisfy the thirst is why a deer would pant for flowing stream. The word pant is often in the context of a feeling that results from some form of physical exertion, usually running. A deer would pant for water when it runs, either from a predator or due to a need for satisfaction of its thirst. Our souls must pant after God as well. We must run from evil and we must run to God as long as we want to be satisfied. There is no other one other than Jesus who can satisfy us. Jesus answered, "Everyone who drinks this water will be thirsty again, but whoever drinks the water I give them will never thirst. Indeed, the water I give them will become in them a spring of water welling up to eternal life." John chapter 4 verse 13 and 14. In other words, Jesus was expressing that in Him and only in Him is total satisfaction until we are satisfied. We must be panting after Him, the source of living water. Secondly, we see in this portion a spirit of despair and desperation. The soul of the psalmist is in despair. Tears have become his food. Cruel taunts come to him from people asking, "Where is your God?" David wrote, "You have kept count of my tossings. Put my tears in your bottle." Psalm 56 verse 8. David was going through a difficult time. He begins this sad psalm with the words, "Be gracious to me, O God, for man tramples on me. All day long an attacker oppresses me." Psalm 56 verse 1. The Philistines had captured David in Gath. David at that time wrote this psalm, a prisoner of war, and he had reason to cry and be sorrowful. David says that his struggles are recorded in God's book, and he asks God to put his tears in his bottle. What does this poetic language mean? Does God really have a bottle where all our tears go? Are the events of our lives really written in a book? Jesus also shed tears. We see Jesus weeping in the Garden of Gethsemane. These were tears of anguish as he faced dying on the cross. In the days of his flesh, Jesus offered up prayers and supplication with loud cries and tears to him who was able to save him from death, and he was heard because of his reverence. Although he was a son, he learned obedience through what he suffered. Hebrews chapter 5 verse 7 and 8. We see in these portions where David wrote, "God, you have kept count of my tossings. Put my tears in your bottle." We need God. While we wait for God, we are to hope and endure.
Dear listener, we are here to stand with you in your time of need. We want to pray with you and for your prayer request. Do you need someone to talk to? We are here for you. Call us or send a message at +91 636 425 2164 +91 636 425 2164. God bless you.